It's already on.
All right. As I was saying, I want to thank my fellow friend and Professor Dan, who used to be my neighbor in Taipei, and eventually he left Taipei, came to Taichung now. He's residing here, and we've known one another for quite a long time. He's a dedicated man and a family man, a good friend, a teacher, and above all, a leading example in many areas. And I want to thank him so much for extending this invitation.
And we want to thank you for accepting our invitation.
Yes. Actually, just as Professor Dan has said, I'm in a medical university right now. Actually, I did MBA and also in a medical university, International Healthcare Administration. And currently, we are also working on other research projects as well as PhD project. I'm a PhD candidate at National Yanming University in the Institute of Public Health International Health Program. Basically, what we want to discuss today, I'll be a leading discussion, is on information technology in health. First of all, let me ask you one question. What is health? This is awkward because you are in a business school. But what is health?
The most important thing?
The most important thing? Why do you consider it to be the most important thing?
If you're not healthy, what's the point of everything? At the end of the day, what's the point?
If you are not healthy, what's the point of living?
If you're about to die, who cares about the guy you love? Who cares about the parents there? You're dying.
If you are dying, who cares about that? Very interesting. The way business-minded students look at that. Who else has a different perception about health? What is health? This is a business school. What is your understanding about health?
Come on, guys, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Who here doesn't want to be healthy?
Wow. What is health? You only know it as being healthy, basically, and only that. Now, in medical school, the way we define health is different from what you think. We define health as physical, mental, and social well-being, not necessarily the absence of a disease. Did you get that? Physical, mental, social well-being, but not necessarily the absence of a disease. That is the definition in health school on health. So, in business school, you look at health as probably physical aspect of it, not knowing that health encompasses not only physical, but health encompasses also mental, as well as social well-being. So, how many are socially sick? Let me ask. How many are socially sick? Because who cares about you if you're socially sick? You should die. So, the way we define health, we look at health in a medical school is different. And listen again, somebody may say he's healthy, but that does not mean he doesn't have a disease. At least somebody may be healthy, but in one way or another, in your physical body, something is paining you. In your mental capacity, something is disturbing you. In your social life, something is a problem. And therefore, when we define health, we look at it as the completeness, the complete well-being of a human being. Now, if I bring that in the context of what we want to talk about today, information technology. Now, in a business school, you know more about information technology. What do you understand by this term in information technology? I know you know this better than even many people who are in medical schools, but don't be cheated. Medical schools, they have also biomedical informatics and health information system. We have that. So what is information technology?
Come on guys, you have your midterms. You can just read off your midterm.
Yeah, here you're free. You're free to talk your mind. You're free to discuss. You're free to ask any question, what you don't understand.
So,
We will be here to help one another. So what is information technology? What do you understand by that?
Basically, technology to manage information for, I don't know, different things. Like in health, for example, you might manage information on the patient's illnesses, or also on how often he exercises to see if his physical condition as well.
Now, in this world, we realize, thank you so much. In this world, we realize that there is a lot of information going on within and without. There's a lot more information which we have. We, as in medical school, we still don't even understand some of the issues in human beings. The nature of human beings are very complex. There's a lot of information wired within a human being. And that is why you find somebody only specializing in a medical school, somebody is only specializing in only eye. An eye specialist, only that. Optician. Somebody is only specializing only in heart. Another person is only specializing on what happened, activities happening within your brain. Because there's a lot more information that cannot be captured by any single means. So if this complex information is left like that, idly, then we will not learn from whatever is happening within ourselves and in the prosperity of the future generation. And therefore, when we talk of information technology in health, be sure there's a lot of complex things and a lot of millions and thousands of information in health sector. And currently, we all know that technology is sweeping the whole world. Technology is sweeping, in fact, by the turn of the century, the 21st century, a lot has changed. A lot has changed in terms of technology. And a lot more is expected to change in terms of technology. Technology is sweeping the whole world, every sector. You look at the military. I was like looking at the current technology in military. Right now they are like developing robot insects used for spies. Now you will be seeing insects flying, yet you don't know those are robot insects used for spying. And they can deliver lethal drugs which can even kill. They are actually, the military, US military currently is working on how to use a real insect and manipulate that insect with a chip and try to manipulate the movement of that insect. Now, if you can see what technology is doing right now, it's different a lot. And that brings me to a question. Do you think technology is leading us to the right place or to the wrong places? We will discuss that. You look at agriculture, every sector, every industry, transport system, they are trying to look at the magnetic rail with only one stand, magnetic rail. So things are changing. Technology is being used to change the way we live. You look at our social life. Technology is sweeping every sector from within and without. Social media, it has changed even how we interact with one another. Nowadays, you go to the MRT in Taipei, the only thing you see, everybody is busy with their iPads and iPhones. Everybody is busy. What do you think? What do you think is happening? People are socializing and communicating with one another.
Just not face to face.
Just not face to face. But do you think that has affected how we interact with one another? Because nowadays we are only interacting with our phones and we don't even care what is happening around us. I don't know who is sitting next to me. I cannot even say hello because everybody is busy. Don't you think that one has affected our social life? When we were growing up, I don't know, but those days when we were growing up, we were taught to go out into the field and we ran there and play. Professor, I hope you are also missing those old days. We used to run in the field, play out there, try to catch different insects. And that is what we used to do. We were not playing with our iPads and games every time. And you see the insect, the issue that you remember of a guy who went to the MRT and decided to kill people in the MRT. You know that? What do you think was the problem?
I don't know. According to my understanding, he was trying to maybe switch from a virtual video game where he was killing everybody to a real game where he was actually killing people. So it might have been triggered by some mental issue in his brain.
So you ask yourself, are we changing technology or technology is changing us? Because he's been playing video games a lot, killing people in videos and all that. And that changes the way he interacts with the actual or rather real nature of human beings. And something must be done differently. Of course, something must be done differently. Technology is sweeping the whole world right now. Every sector is employing technology. And the health sector is not left behind. Now, if you look at these two pictures, probably not clear. What is the difference in these two pictures? Then, these people are sitting in the beach. The artist who drew this picture, people were sitting in the beach and socializing and interacting. But if he has to draw the same picture again, what would he be drawing? What would he be drawing?
The dogs are playing.
Even the dogs, the monkeys are with iPads. Everybody is having an iPad.
Actually, you know, they did some experiment in one research institute where actually they gave monkeys and other animals iPads and iPhones and things like that to see how they would react to it. So actually, they're quite fun. I mean, they're not ignoring it. They're quite attracted to technology. Even animals.
And what do you think would be the difference here between this one and this one? Here people were interacting with one another. And here people are interacting with their iPads and iPhones. And things are different. Things are changing. The world is changing day after day. And health sector is not left behind. Health sector, in their technology, they're trying to come up with different kind of technology to make sure that human beings are stable, human beings are physically fit, human beings are mentally fit. But do you think that will be able to solve our problem, entire problem? Technology is in health sector as well. And today, probably, what I will discuss with you probably is in this format. What is health information technology and who are the stakeholders? These are the things I will probably discuss with you. And what are the issues within the health system that are causing problems that make us rely so much in technology? And what are the challenges within the HIT, Health Information Technology? And what are these components of HIT? And why technology? Why do we need technology in health system? This one is repeated here. And if we have to implement technology in healthcare system, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? And how does that one change the perception of health professionals as well as technology professionals? Let me ask here, how many are probably thinking of specializing in technology in future? It's just the beginning. You have not yet decided your future. You still want to start. Yes, that one is allowed. Oh, which year are you now?
Third year.
Third year. By third year, you should be thinking of your future career.
I think most people think, okay, I'm going to focus on business and I want to make money. I don't care about technology. I don't care about all this difficult stuff. I want the easy stuff and I want to make money.
Okay. Money is everything. That is exactly what people say. Money is everything. I just want to make business. But let me tell you one thing. Do you think people in health are not making money?
They're making a huge amount of money.
Now, let me tell you one thing which you don't know. 65% of hospitals in Taiwan are private, but they call them not for profit. They are privately owned. A group of people owns hospitals. And if a group of people owns hospitals, and this is their business which they actually own, do you think they are not making money out of their business? In Canada, 85% of the hospitals are private. Not for profit. They call it not for profit in quotes. Now, I was talking to one of the administrators in Taipei Medical University. He was telling me that last year alone, the surplus which they got was over 1 billion NT dollar. Surplus.
After they paid all.
After they paid everything, then that's the profit they got. 1 billion. Over 1 billion NT. Now, you ask yourself, is it for profit or not for profit? So, if you are thinking of making money, come to health sector. There's a lot of money in health sector. And so, what is health information technology? And who are the stakeholders of health information technology? Now, health information technology is being defined as...
Mr. Willie, can I interject a little bit?
Yes.
I think maybe we need to let them know or to make sure that you don't need to know, for example, if you want to work in health IT or health IT, you don't need to be a specialist in health or medicine. You just need to understand IT and how to use it, and how to help the doctors and everybody else that are specialists in the healthcare system to better make use of IT and information management to carry on their activities. That's what you need to understand. How to be scared that, oh, I know nothing about medicine. How can I work in the healthcare IT?
Now, what Professor Dan is telling you is right. The world right now needs technology professionals, especially in health sector. Why? Because health sector has been lagging behind in technology. Other sectors were running so fast. And health sector started recently with electronic health records. And right now, there are actually a lot of job opportunities for information technologies who are going to do biomedical informatics. And you know, biomedical informatics, you are taught things related to medical and the terms and the technology in health sector. So that...
Can you tell us a little bit about the electronic healthcare record? What is the purpose, what is the use, what's the benefit? I briefly mentioned to them last time, but I think maybe you can give us more tips on it.
Now, when people really realized that we are wasting a lot of papers and we don't have places to store papers anymore, we are using a lot of paper records of patients. And where are we going to end? By using a lot of papers, what do you think will happen? We keep on cutting down trees.
I think it's a lot of waste of time.
A waste of resources. And not only a waste of resources, during then, there were a lot of medical errors going on. Because, have you seen how doctors are writing? Do you know how doctors are writing? Who has seen how doctors are writing?
I think they got a good idea. They can just look at their own midterm papers.
When a doctor is writing, probably when you are still in a first year of medicine, your handwriting is very clear and people can be able to see. Is this a job? It's very clear. Your handwriting is very clear. You go to the second year, it's still very clear. Third year, still very clear. Fourth year, clear. Fifth year of medicine. Sixth year of medicine. And it changes with time. And this actually, now, what can you be able to see there? This was causing a lot of errors, medical errors, because the doctor has prescribed medicine, the pharmacist is reading another thing altogether. And then the paperwork was too cumbersome, very cumbersome, and a waste of resources and time. Therefore, they changed everything. When they were migrating, some of the countries which are probably have migrated, like probably Taiwan, they are trying so well to migrate. Other countries are also still coming to term with it, that the world is changing in technology. They had to scan all the paper records. Scan all the paper records, and it was so cumbersome during the time of migration. And after scanning all the paper records, imagine somebody was just employed to scan the paper records in a hospital. And that's a huge amount of data. And that's when this health technology, HIT, came into being, where the medical system realized that they need professionals who specialize in information technology in health. And information technology in health, you are taught about these medical records. You are taught how you can be able to keep the medical record, transmit them in every way. So, health information technology consists of enormous diverse set of technologies. It's a lot of technology going on for transmitting and managing health information. Just as I told you, health information is a lot, so much. And this information is used by the 4 Ps, who are the stakeholders of health system. And who are the patients? Patients need to have a record of their health and related to services they are receiving, like diagnosis, the treatment, the pharmaceuticals, the kind of medicine they use. They need to have that. And providers are also busy. They need to have this kind of information. Doctors, hospitals, laboratories. These people need this information so that they can be able to generate new ways of treating their patients. And you know, every